Hey guys, today I'm gonna do a video on installation of heated grips, heated thumb warmer, heated seat, two additional accessories that can be added to this system. It's a Symtec Heat Demon quad zone heated system, and you can also add for the other two zones you can add a jacket, or you can add another heated accessory such as socks or something. This is a 2018 Polaris Sportsman 850 SP model. It's fairly new ATV to me. I purchased this last September, and I've done some mods just showing you guys around here. I've done the LED lights and a few other mods that I did it all myself in my home garage, and I'm planning to do a lot more. Hope this video helps you guys to install all the accessories that's on this ATV. As you can see, that rear LED light on the center section that's usually available on the 1000 series Polaris ATVs, and I've done that. I've done the power mat hand guards with mirrors on them. So if you guys are interested, please like my video and subscribe to it. Hope you guys enjoy this video. There is a disclaimer: this video is just a guidance for you guys to learn and install accessories on your ATV. Any electrical shorts, fires, I am not responsible. I'm just giving you guys a how-to video on completing this task. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Thanks. So I'm just gonna do an unboxing of my new Heat Demon clamp-on heated grip and thumb warmer, just to show you guys how the packaging looks. It's made by Symtec. They call it Heat Demon quad zone. So basically you'll have your handlebars, your throttle grip warmer in this package, and it gives you ability to add a seat warmer, which the pad goes into your seat in future. So I'll just do the unboxing here real quick. So looking at the package, that's the controller, and you can select the zones separately. So there's the for the grips, that's for the thumb, and then you can set your levels with this controller. There's the grips with the heat pads installed in them. So I just gotta remove the ones on my original ones and then put these ones in. And there's the heated thumb throttle or thumb warmer, whatever you want to call it, and then the controller with the connections for all three, the positive, the negative, pretty straightforward. And then some mounting hardware. This shrink wrap goes over your throttle. Once you get your thumb warmer on, you just put it on there and then heat it up, and then it'll bind your thumb warmer on the throttle lever. And there's some screws or hardware to install, and then the instruction for the install. Alright, we'll get started here in a minute, and I'll be as thorough as possible to guide you guys to how to install it on this particular model of ATV. I'll do my best to do it in step-by-step procedure, and then I'll show you guys the connection and the cover here. Guys, I forgot to mention about the tools. So here's the tools we'll need. Obviously we'll need the thumb warmer, the two handle grips, they got built-in warmers. It's the clamp-on style, so no glue will be needed on the handlebars. So I got a wire cutter, assortment of a spade connector, and then this is for my battery for my negative terminal. I got a cutter here, or a wire cutter, or whatever you want to call it, box cutter, to cut into the wires on the ITV or to clean up the insulation, so we can trace the wire that is available on the ITV for my positive battery connection. I'm looking to do it on an ignition so it doesn't drain my battery. Although this controller here, it's got a safety feature that it shuts the power to the heated grips after and then the gloves are just to put it on so you're not injecting air into your skin, right? So just few safety related items over here as well. And then that's my multimeter. That's to check the trace the voltage on the ATV itself. So these are some of the basic tools that I would use to do this project here. So what we're gonna do next is we'll trace the wire or the power source on the ATV, which is located over here. What I'd like to do is, like I said before, I want to get a power source that will be on the ignition, and then obviously power should be present when the ATV is running. So I'll test for ignition first, and then I'll test for when the ATV is running to make sure I'm getting a constant power supply for the heated accessories. One thing I forgot to mention, over here, these are where you can plug your external heated items. So it could be heated socks, could be heated vest, a jacket. Yeah, so that's where the auxiliary items go to. Alright guys, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna use compressed air to get these handle grips off. I want to save them because I do like the Polaris logo on here, just in case down the road if I need them. So I'm gonna have my son block off the hole on the other end on the other handle. He's wearing gloves, and I'm gonna put compressed air through here, just like that. So I'm gonna repeat the same thing on the other hand while he's gonna block off this end now. Alright guys, so I just temporarily got the heated grips on here just to give you guys an idea how it looks. So the wire on this one, I've routed it sort of in the front of the throttle box, so it's not interfering with my throttle lever here. And then coming onto this side, for this one I've let the wire go on the bottom. I'll zip strap it over here, and then I'll route it through, and then I've removed the headlight cowling just to route the wires properly, and then I'll show you guys what's going on in the engine bay here shortly. So we'll just quickly get this handlebars routed and the controller installed. Okay, so I'm gonna take the screw of the brake lever assembly here, and then basically I've set it up in a way that my controller over here, I've put the short end on the controller and then the adjustable end on this side that's going to go against the big controller. So I'm just going to remove this screw over here, and the package came with a new bolt that I can use. I'm just going to test it out, see if that's going to reach the bottom. Okay, so yes, that will reach, and then there is a spacer that came with this whole thing as well. So they call it the lock nut. Basically, it'll go in between the controller and the base of the assembly here. So I just realized I should have installed the controller to the assembly later, just because I'm gonna have difficulty getting my Allen wrench over here on this. So this is how it's gonna be positioned on the air. So what I'll do is later on I'll bend this metal plate to face towards me a little bit more, like so, towards the middle of the ATV. Okay, so basically what I'm gonna do is I'll mount this bracket over here for the controller first, and then I'll mount the controller to this. It's much easier that way. Just want to loosen it up and move this closer to the assembly here. Make sure everything's lined up. You'll notice when you're getting this tight, this bracket keeps moving backwards. Not a big deal, we can adjust it later. I'm gonna bend this bracket anyways, just because I don't like the way the controller sits. I think it was meant to go on this side originally, but I got my phone holder. I use it for my GPS, so I'm not gonna bother putting it this side. So simple as it gets. You take a pliers and you can bend it like that. It's just pretty soft. We want to make sure that this is tight, because obviously this is for your handbrakes, but you don't want to over tighten it either, just because you could damage some stuff. So because I have these hand grips, or the hand guards over here, it's a little harder for me to do these installations. Okay, so now the controller will go on here just like that, and again if I want to bend it, I can bend it a little bit more, and now it will face me. Alright guys, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna show you guys the placement of the thumb warmer. Basically when I'm riding, that's how I apply my accelerator lever, or press my accelerator lever. So that's where my heated thumb warmer will go. The glue on this looks like it's dried out, or I had greasy hands and I touched it earlier. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use the shrink wrap and hold it in place. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm holding this in place, just because it's spreading out. The glue on the actual backing on the thumb warmer wasn't all that good, so it's kind of making this thicker than what it actually is. So I'm just going to shape it to the way I want it, and then reapply heat. So what I'll do next is I'm going to tidy all my wires. Just gonna make sure I have adequate play over here, so that when I accelerate, the wires don't stretch and break. So I'm gonna leave enough slack in the wire over here, and then for the heated grips, I'm just gonna make sure I route these through the headlight cowling here and then into the battery compartment. Just looking at these are clamp-on style grips. They don't need glue or anything, so I'm just gonna tighten those little balls there, and they should be fine. That's the place. placement of the controller. So it looks so far, and we'll keep going. Alright guys, I didn't cut the tabs of the zip ties just because I want to show you guys which way I routed my wires. So over here you can see the wire goes down. There's my first zip tie, and then followed by into the steering column. I've moved the steering side to side just to make sure nothing's getting caught, and over here is where I taped the connections really good. There's 3 of them coming into one, and the gray wires over here are the ones that are coming down this way. Okay, this zip ties up here, they get routed this way, and then I operated my throttle, make sure there's maximum stretch on these without any resistance. So the routing of wires is complete. Controller box is mounted to the way I want it. Just the last thing left is to have these connections done. So I found a 12 volt ignition over here. This wire I have tested it, it does similar stuff, but this is the one I'm gonna use, and I've put a spade lug on the end of the positive wire, and then that's the one that's gonna go to my battery negative. So just FYI, when you test this wire after turning the ignition off, there'll be about 3 volts showing on this for a little bit, and that's just looks like a capacitor storing battery voltage or backup memory, but after a while it'll drain out. When the thumb warmer is connected to that, it drains it out pretty quick. So once the battery is drained, the voltmeter over here does show 0 voltage, so I know it's not draining any battery after the ignition has been turned off. So I'll quickly button this up, and then we go from there. I've tidied up all my wiring over here. As you can see, those are light wiring, all connections tight. What I'll do is I'm going to turn the ignition on for the power steering, so the power steering can work, but I'm going to turn my steering, make a full turn in each way, and just make sure there's no tugs or no pulls on the wires coming from inside. As you can see, that's the way they went in. Cover is back in place. These wires, I'll secure them. I like to keep it on the top of the battery or near the battery, just because over here when the compartment goes in, there's a lot of mud and dirt coming through. So this is more of the best dry place available for any wiring. Although these are covered, they're not gonna short out anything, but I will zip tie them to make sure they don't move. So I've double checked everything, make sure nothing's against metal, especially the positive wires. Also just you know, that's the extra precaution I took, just to make sure due to vibration nothing shorts out. Okay, so here's the final look of the installed product. As you can see, the lights are on, and we've done installing the heated grips and thumb warmer. I'll go through the functions here with you guys. So if you go to select, it moves on to the different functions. So it was on the grips, now it's moved to the thumb, and then if you click it again, it goes on auxiliary 1 and then auxiliary 2. So there's the auxiliary port, so you can put a heated seat warmer connection in one, and then you can also put a secondary, so it would be like a heated jacket or anything you want out of those 2 ports. So for now I am on the dual zone, so I got the grips and the thumb. Hope this video helps you guys to do installation on your own ATV and save cost on taking it to a dealer or an installer. And this was, I would say, knowledge wise, I got basic electrical knowledge. Just the two connections I had to do was the positive and negative. The positive, I picked it out of the ignition power or the key. When it's turned on, I picked it off that, as you can see. And the negative, I just put it to the negative battery terminal on the engine compartment in front, or sorry, in the battery compartment in front. Please, if you guys like the video, if it's going to help you, or if it helped you already, hit the like button and also hit subscribe. This is fairly new ATV to me. It's a 2018, so any mods I'm going to do to this ATV, I will keep putting videos up, and hope it helps